So trauma, simply defined, is anything in our lives from childhood through adulthood that has led us to the point where we are struggling with our emotions, we're feeling a mental health challenge, and whether or not we realize that we may need support. What is trauma? So we're going to make this really straightforward. There are a couple of different ways to take a look at this. Big T trauma and little t trauma. Big T trauma is abuse or neglect that happens before the age of 18. And little t trauma is everything else. Now, I really don't like this definition because I feel like it places more value in one kind of trauma versus another kind of trauma. I absolutely get it that childhood trauma is huge and it's happening while the brain is forming. I experienced some of this growing up. I have kids that have, been adopted and have brought some of their challenges like that into our family. So I get it. Childhood trauma is a big deal and very important and worthy of our attention. But so are the stories that unfold for us in adulthood. And so from my perspective, I say every story has value. So back to what is trauma? Trauma is, I feel like it's best described if we can just look at it really, really broadly and not say it's one event and it happened then. I would say in today's society, with what we understand, post-2020 era, is that trauma is anything that gives us mental health challenges going forward. Those mental health challenges can be anything along a huge spectrum. On this end of the spectrum, it could be as simple as the trauma has caused me a mental health kind of distraction, like it's distracting to me sometimes. All the way to this end of the spectrum, where the mental health challenge involves, a psychiatric hospitalization. And there's everything in between. The kind that I may need to go to therapy for, the kind that, I may need medication for. All of these things have value. And so trauma, simply defined, is anything in our lives from childhood through adulthood that has led us to the point where we are struggling with our emotions, we're feeling a mental health challenge, and whether or not we realize that we may need support in that. And so the next follow-up question is, how do I know if I need help? How do I know if I need support? And from my angle, my answer, which it may not be the right answer for you, but from my angle, if you're even asking that question, if you're even saying, if we're even thinking like, gosh, I wonder at what point should I reach out for help? That may be your first indicator that, yeah, it may be time to reach out for help. And sometimes reaching out for help just means less isolating, reaching out to community. For me as a person of faith, like I definitely want to lean into my faith, into Jesus, into people that can build that faith in me. But I'm a huge advocate for therapy as well, both individual and group. And so those are just some basics in what is trauma and how can we address it. And remember, on this journey, trauma doesn't get the last word.